One of the best ways, and also too, to eliminate stress is you always have to stay occupied. I mean, just be very proactive when it comes to the point that if you don't have a job, or if you do have a job, and you get so used to just doing orders, whatever the corporation tells you to do. So you working 9 to 5, or you be at your particular job for 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours, and you go home, eat or watch TV, and that's really nothing doing productive unless you just utilizing that television for educational purposes, or you're not reading or studying any type of thing that can help progress you and what you need to do in your life. And yes, you can be kind of stressed. And also too, it goes into the fact that you're just putting things off on a consistent basis. And we've been kind of conditioned, I want to say, since we were young, always go to school and do what the teachers tell you to do. You go to high school, teachers do what the teachers tell you to do, your parents tell you what to do. And it kind of just limited your point of intuition and taking responsibility, and that can be very frustrating. And so when you're not occupied, you just felt like as you going into the workforce, that hey, I'm just bored, like I have nothing else to do. Like you got people that are retired and go back into the job force, and because they need to, because they want to, and they felt like, well, I just got bored, I'm bored. I actually talked to some people that were retirees, and they was just saying like, well, which is why I went back to work. I just worked a little menial job until the day I die. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just want to say, as millennials, as people just growing up into this universe, is that we have to practice in being sovereign to the point that we can do things without people telling us what to do. It's pretty much having the qualities of being a leader, and a leader is someone that's inspired others to complete a task and a goal, right? That's achievable. And being a leader is that you love yourself, you love in the task on hand, and you continuously motivating yourself and individuals, man, even though when it's strenuous. And thing is, it's not all about just taking orders all the time. We got to get rid of that habit, and sometimes it can be very difficult. But I guess we always have to be in the stir of predictability. You gotta continuously to stay strong and just to do something. It could be writing a book, it can be reading, it can acquiring some type of skill, because at the end of the day, man, we all have it. And if you feel like you don't have any skills, man, you do. I mean, you just have to really go inside and internal. We're not meant to be in this world and navigating through this world with no type of abilities. I mean, the Lord's not going to have you be born here. And so once you identify your mission, then everything else will be easy. And I used to kind of suffer from this too, because I'm like, man, I'm bored, I don't got nothing to do, what I'm going to do. And you just open yourself to demonic influences. You got people who take care of the job, they get out of their job and they go to the club on the weekends, or they just been preconditioned to turn up on the weekends and do it all over back on Monday to work their job and paying bills, and they just feel like they existing instead of just making an impact. And I always talk about this is because in this life we got to make an impact. We only here temporary, and without our mission, I mean, it's no point of us living. So at the end of the day, it's up to us to discover that. And I just felt like, we get comfortable with working for other people. You have to understand that corporations are evil. And so once you continuously work for them, because you got to go by their agenda, I don't care how much money you make, the higher you go, the more that you have to play their game. And at the end of the day, man, we associate ourselves and attach ourselves to positions in corporations that hire us. You got people who pray for jobs, right? People who pray for jobs, and they pray that God gives them a job, and next like if they don't get it, then they curse themselves and they curse God. But you should be praising them, because at the end of the day, corporations are evil. He was probably freeing you from being just attacked spiritually. You got people who do those spiritualists and occultists back up there, man, in administration, that a lot of people don't talk about. And that's extremely important, man, just to pretty much lower you and have you operate in a lower frequency, because, they don't want you to go up into the higher up. They don't want you to do things outside their will. And that's what a lot of corporations prey upon, man. And have you ever noticed that people who are in the lowest positions of a big corporations work the hardest, right? But they get underpaid compared to the higher ups. So at the end of the day, man, just you have to free yourself from doing that. It can be anything. It can be the best way I want to say to start doing that is, of course, identify yourself, knowing that you're the true purpose, and you don't have to be lining up with a corporation or a job. Even if you do have a dream job, at the same time, you gotta be in a practice mode of saving the world, through love, patience, and kindness. It could be setting up a fund, helping homeless veterans get their benefits. It can be setting up a real estate and some housing, for the young college kids, man. That's they want to pursue their education though, but at the same time, man, they don't have a home to come to. At the end of the day, their family probably just is down on financial hard times. So you got to think about all those things that we have inside of us to make this world a better place, okay? And corporations sometimes don't have that agenda. They tell you, hey, you got to be at the certain time here. You got to eat at in 1 hour or whatever. You got to go to the bathroom at a certain specific time. You got to come back to your post, and then we just so preconditioned to do what they tell us to do, and that causes a lot of stress. And then do we associate ourselves with our lifestyle, house note, mortgages, car payments. We don't really take the time to understand and read contracts, and all we know is that we just got to pay this bill, and then I can make sure this job or this is going to give me and compensate me so I can continuously to live my lifestyle. So we got to detach ourselves. That's probably one of the best ways to eliminate yourself from the matrix in a way, man, or to, just not to be, because we in this game for a reason, man. And the only way to get out of this game, of course, is through death. But I'm not encouraging anyone to commit suicide. I'm just saying that if you still want to make life a life, live long and worthy, and travel more too, and to open that up, of course you have to be sovereign, and of course it can start by creating something that the world needs. And don't get me wrong, corporations can help you. It can give you like vacations, but you got to come back. You only could take a 7-day vacation, then you got to come right back to their work and do their bidding, and that can be frustrating as well. And two, I think it takes a lot of time out of adults to raise their kids, and it's just a lot of stressful things, man. We just we do so many things just to please people that we really don't care about, so we can buy and obtain things and just live through this world. And Black Friday and Thanksgiving is coming up, and my grandfather's in town. We talked about politics, we talked about the Bible. We had a great time together, man, and it was just amazing. And it just really reminded me that this is something that money can't buy, especially with his genuine heart, just giving me just good life experiences and life lessons, man, and just follow my intuition, keeping the Lord first each and every single day, not having no fear, because God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. I mean, all these things, man, as I'm transitioning to my new journey in life, is important. And I understood that, man. I just felt so good. And memories and experiences are the most important thing, man, in life. And that you can always make money. That's what people fail to realize. You can always make money, especially in this information age. You can have a product online and model yourself, and people will follow you. It's just different things and tactics that we can take control of instead of being a slave to a corporation every single day. Okay. And that's why I want to encourage you guys. I've been thinking about this for the past few days now, man, that you just got to stay occupied every day, man. At least learn a new language. There's always something that you can learn. Even your corporation probably not forcing you to do that. It depends if you work for like the CIA or something. But I'm just saying, for the most part, you work in a regular job or anything, man. You just feel like this is all you're determined to do, or you going to school. Like at the end of the day, man, like you gotta be had the actions to yourself that, hey, listen, I can do this by myself. I can learn how to do a floor. I can learn how to clean. Do just kind of just little itty bitty stuff, man, without the corporation's approval. So it's pretty much just being to get into a habit of doing things without people telling you what to do on a consistent basis. So that's how I feel about that, man. So don't be a slave to a corporation, and it's very evil, man. So at the end of the day, love yourself, man. It's your boy Young Lee Jr., and that's why I want to say, you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Please share this video. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for the old subscribers. I appreciate y'all, man. For the longest, man. You guys have a continuously best day. It's your boy Young Lee Jr. I'm out. Deuces.